trying to get comfy. I'm freezing today. It's really cold today, or is it just me? But I've got socks on. My feet are still freezing. I've got the heating on. I'm sat near the radiator. I thought I'll just go and put an extra pair of thick bed sock things on to keep your feet warm. But as usual, the odd socks again. Because in this house, you know when you just buy loads of socks and like you think, yeah, I'm going to keep them together, but the sock monster always seems to get your socks, and you never end up with a lot of the same matching socks because I just don't know where they disappear to. So, oh well. And I'm that cold, like I'm getting comfy. Oh, sorry, I'm putting this it's full of static. My blanket on there on my couch because it's leather, so it's always cold in winter. And then I've got my other blanket to put over me, so getting comfy to talk to you. I just feel like, look, these are in bag. I just feel like the next video, I'll be like this in a minute. Hat. I'll be like, get my hat on, and then I'll be like, I'll get my mitts on. My mum got me. I'll be like, I'm that cold. I'm going to be sat there like this in the next video, and then I'll have a scarf on. No, I am getting a bit warm now. But, oh, do you like my new bag I got for Christmas? I actually bought it for myself for Christmas because I buy presents for myself and put to me from me under the tree. My bag. Woo! Like a nude colour, and this is one of my, I'll let you probably see probably one of my handmade bag charms on there. Might have to do what's in my bag, what's in my purse tutorial like they do on here. But anyway, getting to the point of what I'm talking about, I ramble a bit before I get to the thing that I am talking about. So, yeah, this morning I got up because I haven't got fingers in his dad's, and I'm like, had a bit of a lie-in as of from yesterday, what I've just said in the last post, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get up, have a shower, and that, sort my hair out, go to the shops, just get a bit of bread and milk and stuff in. And I'm walking down the street and I'm like, la, la, oh yeah, and I was going to a friend's that I know. I don't know if she watches this, but she has a hairdresser's. Is it called Renee? I can't remember. But I used to know when I was younger, and she's doing a charity every month, charity thing or whatever. She's doing every month for 12 months. So I made one of my journals. I think I put it in a post about my journals a bit ago. It was a green coloured one. So I said to her, I'll pop it in today at some point. So I toddled off past her hairdressers because it's on the way to Morrison's where I was going. Popped that in, but like I didn't want to stand there and chat to her because she's working hairdresser and she was doing someone's hair. So I just give it in. She said thanks. She'll have a look at it. I'm sure she'll tell me she liked it. Hopefully she will, because it was just to give in. She said she might be doing some tombolas and things like that, so she can give it away in a hamper or a tombola or whatever she wants to do, because I made it for her, no charge, just to put it in one of your charities. What the ideas that you want to do, and just give it away with something. So I thought that was a nice idea for her, so I did that. And then, because I'm coming back doing my nails, but like I said, you can't really see this design because this camera's rubbish. You know, if you're wanting to do something like, I've seen some friends on Facebook and stuff, and you know, if you want to do anything like nails, if you're into nails and you want to do that as a career, or makeup, or hair, or I don't know, a fashion, something to do with clothes, something, make sure that your hair's always done, your hair's looking good, your makeup's looking good, and your nails, because you're advertising yourself. If maybe that's what you want to do as a job in the end, if people see you, they might comment and say, oh, like, where'd you get your hair done? Your hair's really nice. And you can say, I do it myself, I'm a hairdresser, or I'm a makeup artist, you know, get some business cards, give your business card out, you know, you can advertise that way. Like, my nails is like, oh, you know, I've got nail salon, blah, 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 give your business card out. I mean, I haven't at the minute, but it's still good to advertise to let people know. So I give the booking at my friend's hairdressers, and I went shopping, and I came back and I went to the cheap shop near me, and the lady on the counter was like, oh, I really love your nails. And I was like, oh, thanks, I do them myself. Training, like, I'll be opening the salon hopefully in the middle of the year. So she was like, oh, I mean, I didn't have any business cards to give her, because it's nice just to give, you know, people something that maybe they think about. it was just made me feel good because I thought, oh, she liked my nails, you know. She was like, oh, they're really nice, and I give the booking to my friend, which I felt really good about because that was towards a good cause. So it was a good morning this morning. I was feeling very positive and very happy, but I tried to be positive most days, even when I'm having a crud day, because you still have cruddy days where you're feeling a bit low or you didn't have a good night's sleep, so it's hard to be like positive all the time, but I try to be because it's the best way to be, because in my eyes, the more negative you feel about towards things or someone or things that are going on, it only attracts negative things and just makes you feel more crap, and attracting negative people and you know, just them sort of things that you don't really want, because all it makes you do is feel like utter crap. So I always think there's always a silver lining, I think, in any situation. Even though you don't think there is at the time, you'll always look back and go, actually, I'm glad that happened because blah, 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 blah. Which takes me on to chatting today about, there's a few things I want to talk about that I've either heard people saying or you know, sort of seen it, and I've talked to people about it, tried to explain, but there's a few people that I've told, so on this video today they'll know I'm sort of talking to them as well, but it's not just to them or that person, it's also to sort of everybody. When you're younger, it's so hard these days. I get quite upset about it because I'm quite an emotional person and my feisties were quite emotional, sensitive soul, but the generation these days, the younger generation, it must be so hard for them with the media and the way you're supposed to look these days and this, that and the other. And I know, like, media stuff and blah, blah, blah is a good thing in the way, obviously. I like going on YouTube and it can do a lot to, to boost stuff, like if you're into beauty and people can find out, it's like advertising to other people and you might get more people through that way, this, that, blah, 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 stuff like that. But to the things of like where, you know, young girls are looking at things like, oh, I should get this, I should get that, and oh, this isn't right, oh, I've got a wrinkle, oh, I've got to get that filled in. I mean, you can't tell on this video, but you will when I get a better quality camera. That I have a few lines and, you know, normal, I'm 40 next month and this, that and the other, and I like wearing makeup. I don't pile my foundation on, but I mean, you can't tell at the minute because my foundation I've got on is actually a BB cream, and I've just been using that at the minute with powder on top. It's been a bit lightweight, really, but I always have my cat's eyes on and stuff. But going off on a tangent, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But what am I talking about? But yeah, it's a bit harder for young girls these days. I haven't got any Botox or fillers. I don't like to think I'd ever get anything like that because I think I'd like to grow old. I don't mean that saying like, oh, I'd like to grow old gracefully. When you say I'd like to grow old disgraceful, it doesn't mean I'm not going to have a laugh and stuff, but I'd like to think, I think some lines you get fine lines. If you've been looking after your skin anyway, I still think you get fine lines. It's like adds a bit of character. Sometimes I've seen these people, I'm not saying all people, because some people do look good with it and it makes you feel better then. It makes you feel better about yourself, but it takes a character away sometimes. And sometimes I've seen like, you know, quite was what you class as pretty girls, good looking people, and they've started having fillers and things, and they just start looking a bit strange. I don't know, but then everyone's looking the same. Why do we always have to look the same? Like beauty's in so many different types of beauty and like different bone structures and things, and people see beauty in different things. I think girls think, oh, I must look like Kim Kardashian, oh, I must look like this, oh, I must look like that, but it's in the what's the word? It's in the eye of the beholder what beauty is. But yeah, I wish I think they realise when they're a bit older, but it'd be awful to change face that much. Maybe when you're older, you think, God, I wish I didn't do that. But it makes people feel better. You know, there's certain little things you can do, but everyone's starting to look the same or morphing into one. I don't know, but I didn't come on here to talk about that anyway. I'm just getting muddled up. But yeah, I was talking about like being positive. But I've noticed being a single mum myself, it is hard. And I mean, I've got two kids. I know people have four, whatever. It must be really, really hard. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not a young mum, as in I'm not, you know, like a teenage mum or you know, like a young mum who finds it hard with different things. Like I did have my 17-year-old son at 22. That was young. It's not as young as some, you know, girls have babies these days. But not that that means anything. It doesn't mean you're a bad mum if you have one older or younger. It's, you know, it can be a good mum at any age. But what I'm trying to say is, it's really hard, like, when I've seen people get young girls getting upset about stuff. We don't have to be young girls, but women getting upset about, like, when I had Finn, I've said this in post before, I was 5 or 6 weeks pregnant when I split with his dad. I actually told him to leave because I just couldn't be doing with him anymore. And it was really hard to go through a pregnancy on my own. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had my family and friends and stuff, but I was in the house a lot on my own and thinking things like you do, blah, blah, blah. And then when I had him, like, there was a couple of months at the beginning where, when he was newborn, I really did feel on my own. Even it was like, I think I've said before, my family, it's like it's his family, my family. It's like I felt a bit lonely because it's like, oh, she's had the baby. We'll just let her, you know. When you do that thing of like, we'll just let her be on her own for a bit because we don't want to. This is what I see it as, you know, be all in the face. You know, when you've had a newborn baby, because you're a bit like knackered and all that. But it was like I just felt a bit forgotten about. But I did actually need a bit of help at the beginning, which I didn't feel that I got. Because I was tired of that, and because I was doing it on my own, and I felt a bit sad and mad at the same time about that. But it soon goes anyway. I mean, God, Finn's nearly 2 now in March. But it's. I used to get upset when Finn was first born with his dad and certain things that went on and family and stuff, where sometimes you think, why hasn't family come to do this for me? Or why hasn't his dad thought of this? Why is he being like this? Like you'll get maybe some young mums, older mums, when they split up with someone, and it is because when you have a baby, it's really hard if you split up with someone like before like during the pregnancy or just after when you've had the baby and you split up. And even if you don't want to be with that person, it's hard. And then obviously if you did, because I got rid of him, it was still hard for me that I didn't want to be with him anymore. But even if you're with someone and maybe it's your partner that's not decided he wanted to be with you and you really wanted to be with him and you've upset, that's really hard because it wasn't you who got rid of that person, even though it's still hard both ways because it's just hard doing stuff on your own when you've got a little baby. But the thing is, don't think too much about like, oh, say something like, for example, his nana doesn't, his mum, like the baby's nana, doesn't come to visit much, and I thought they'd do this, and I thought even though we're not together, I thought he'd do more for his child and this, that, and the other, because it doesn't always happen like that. In a perfect world, you want to be sort of like friends if you can be, even if it's just to do with the child, and you still want their family to like be interacting with your child. You know, like, oh, it's because you think like, oh, it's their nana or granddad. They should be like a typical nana and granddad, which I did have in my life, even though my mum and dad did split me on. But you know, like I was lucky because some people don't. You know, that typical like you go to your nana spoils you with sweets and stuff. They come in and they take you out to the park and you know all the nana and granddad stuff and things like that. But sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. And like some people are selfish these days. I know it sounds harsh, but some people are like, yeah, I might be the nana and granddad, but I have a life too, and it's not just. And I think people are a little bit more like these days. Not everybody, but you know, like I'm being selfish because yes, I may be the nana and granddad, but it doesn't mean that I've got to babysit every 5 minutes of the day for your child. But then it is hard if obviously they never do, even if it's just a bit of it, even if they were like saying, oh, every once in a month or a couple of times a month, I will babysit for you and let you go out. Because obviously you want to be able to go out and let your hair down as much as it's nice being with your child at home, but when you're at home all the time with that child, especially if you're not working, it is very hard and tiring and like you feel like you don't get a break. Like the other day, Finn is really good and he plays really well and he's good. And he's not like he's a lad. He's not a typical lad who's like climbing everywhere all the time. He's not like that. But the other day, it was like, you know, when you just want to change your name, well, change mummy to something else because he was just like, mum. And the way he says mummy, he goes, mum, mum, mum. And he was just like, mum, mum, mum all day. And like everything, I mean, my front room, I'll show you one time, it's open plan, so if I was sat in here doing something, he's playing, it was like everywhere I went, he was just there. When I went in the kitchen, he was just there, and because at Christmas, he had an advent calendar, he knew every morning, he got to know every morning he could have a little tiny piece of chocolate, so when that went, he was moaning, but then he had bits of chocolate left after Christmas, like these chocolate Mickey Mouse little, only an egg, so I only give him one with his breakfast. And then obviously when they went, well, that was it. It was meltdown because he kept pointing at the cupboard because he knew where they were. And they'd all gone. And I was like, all gone now. And he was like, all gone. But he still wanted something. So that day was just like, every time I went to the kitchen, he just wanted to go there all the time, like he wanted chocolate. I thought, well, he's not eating chocolate all day, and they've all gone anyway. And then he was, Mom, 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 follow me around everywhere, like nearly tripping over. When you have a little dog, you're just nearly tripping over all the time. It's just like, when's bedtime? I really can't wait for him to go to bed because, I mean, kids are like that anyway, but that particular day, it was just like constant, all the time, and I was just knackered. So it is hard, and obviously you want that break to, even if it doesn't mean you're going out having a drink or with your friends, sometimes it's just, if the nana or the dad took them or whatever, or the other way around, it's just like time to just chill out, where you don't have to think about, oh God, I've got to put tea on it, oh, got to sort your bath out for bedtime, you just don't have to think about anything, you can just chill, or you can go out with your friends or whatever, but the thing is, don't always think too much of why my mum's not, say it's your mum or something, I don't know, or granddad is not seeing so much of the grandchild, why they're not doing the nana things, why is my ex-partner not bothered in seeing their child that much, or they might be more into the new girlfriend they've got or something like that, because maybe when they're a bit younger they're a bit more like that. I mean, they could be like that when they're older, but the only advice I can give is just, as hard as it is, and know it's really hard, is try not to think so much about why and if, what are they doing, what I don't understand, like they see more of the other grandkids than they see of the new grandchild. I don't understand why they've took more notice of somebody else. I don't know. Unfortunately, some people are just like that. You've seen it on Jeremy Kyle, where families are at war with each other. It sometimes, as stupid as that might sound, yes, they might be part of your family in a family thing, even if it's your mum and dad or your sister or your cousin, but it doesn't always mean that they will do what in your head what you think they should be doing as a mother, a father, a nana, a granddad, a cousin, a sister, a brother, or whatever, just because they are family. People aren't always like that. Unfortunately, I know of friends and stuff whose mum and dads aren't like that. They're just not that way inclined. It's not how they think. Because I've thought stuff like that in the past and thought, well, why are they like that? They should be like this because they're a nana, so they should do this, and but the dad, they should do that. But some people don't. You can't always choose your family. You're your family, and you can't choose them. You were born into your family, and some people just think like that. But the only thing, I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying, but the only thing is to sit there and think all the time and get upset. It is hard, but to think why, getting upset about it, all it's doing is making you more upset. And I'd just say, get on with your life, as hard as it can be sometimes with a young baby on your own, and just do what makes you happy. Go out with your child, do things, make memories for you and your daughter, son, kids, whatever. Try and be positive because it will all come about in the end. You'll see. It will all come out. It will all come out in the end. And sometimes, I don't know, some people are just like, the more they think you're struggling, the more like they think you're bothered because they're not seeing the child, or they're not doing this because you want them to do that. They do it even more because it's like, haha, she wants us to do this, but we're not going to do it because look at her, blah, blah, blah. She gets dead upset about it. Some people actually enjoy people getting upset. They like it. But if you just do you and your little family, whatever your family is, you and your daughter, your sons and daughters, kids, and try and make good memories and try and be a good mum, dad, whatever it is, just get on with it. I think in the end, then people might come round because they might think, you know what, she's just getting on with it. She's doing her own thing. She's being a good mum. She's happy. Maybe they might start wanting to coming back in your life. I don't mean like someone might want to get back with it. They just might maybe think, oh my God, like she's doing well and all that. Yeah, I do actually want to see my baby, son, daughter, whatever it is. or the grandparents might want to come back in. If they don't, they don't. You can't force them to do it. If that's how they want to be, maybe they might say, yes, I am selfish. I don't want to be doing that all the time. It's my time to be like, because I know some people who do see it as, we brought you up. I don't want to be bringing the grandkids up all the time. I've got my own life. I want to go out and do my own thing. It's just how some people are. But if they do come back, let them come back. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter. You just do you, because in the end, it will get easier. If you're on your own, you'll meet someone in time anyway, and you'll have, they might get funny then, like when you meet someone, then they might want to be like, oh, well, I want to be back in life because I'm not having that person. Like, well, that's tough at the end of the day, you're going to get with someone at the end, but I hope this makes sense. It's just to say, don't think too much. Just try and carry on. Do your best by your kids. Make good, fun memories. It's not all happy Larry thingy every day, is it? It's hard anyway. But I think the more you sort of get on and forget about that, if you've been asking someone to be in your child's life, whether that's the dad, the mum, the grandparents, whatever, and they're just sort of poo-hooing it all the time or making excuses up, if you know you've give them a few chances, even if you give them a chance or not, and you've given them a couple of chances more than a few chances, and they've still decided no, or they're not getting back to you when you messaged them, leave them. Don't message them anymore. Just leave them to get on with it. You just be the mother, the father, the whole family for your children. You do things that make you happy, even if that's when your kids are in bed and you have a hot bath, paint your toenails, relax, chill when they're in bed. I know it's hard, but just do what makes you happy. Have a laugh with your kids. Be there with your kids. Spend time with your kids. Just do all that, because your kids, when they get older, they will know. They will know who was there for them and who did. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You just get on with your life. Look, set some goals. That's why I have my journals and stuff. Set some goals down somewhere for this year that you want to do, even if that's like, I want to sort of start looking at a course that you might want to go on. Maybe not now. It might be like the end of the year or next year. It's some things that you want to do towards a career that you may be thinking of when your child goes back to nursery or whatever. Or you might just want to practice a few things when baby's in bed, like I'm doing nails and stuff. Anything you can practice when you've got spare time. Losing weight, trying to get out a little bit more. Your family can always be. Your family sometimes isn't always your family, as in your mum, dad, your cousins, your partner, that nanas and granddads, the normal thing, because it's not normal these days, is it? There's loads of different sorts of families, but your family can be you, your kids, some really good mates, that you've known for a long time, that your kids might call auntie or something. But your family can be, it doesn't have to be that, that's sort of what we're seen as a normal part of family, because some families are dysfunctional and they don't get on and they don't want to know. And it's weird because some families get jealous of each other. Siblings can get jealous of each other. Like, mums can be jealous of the daughters and, things like that. It's just weird these days how it's like people don't want to big people up. They don't want to be happy for when someone's happy in the family. Like, my sister did something when she's done stuff and got jobs. I'm happy for her. She's happy for me. We don't sit there thinking, oh my God, I'm not speaking to my sister. She's such this, she's that. Look at her getting on with life. She's making good money. She's done this. Yeah, because she's done it herself. If people are doing things and getting on with things, and like someone's got a good job because they went and did this and they learnt about it and they studied and they got a good job and now they're earning good money and they've got this lifestyle, and you're sat there thinking, I'm only saying this as an example, you're not working, you're just thinking, oh, I can't be bothered, oh, look at her, and all that. Well, maybe you should get off your ass and you should think, actually, yeah, I'm going to go and study something and I'm going to better my life and I'm going to do this. Don't get all nasty because your brother or sister's doing well because you've decided to sit on your ass and they haven't. They've had to do something about it. You go and do something about it. But I really don't know what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is, do what makes you happy. I know it's hard, and it's hard to say as kids are growing up, oh, they might come to you, oh, my nana and granddad and your nana and granddad or whoever it is, that the father and mother doesn't come and see them. You sort of just have to explain, maybe they will sometimes, but you have to be all that for your child. And I know it's hard, but they will see that you did all that when they're a bit older, and I just mean, like, if it's causing you that much heartache about thinking about it too much, just don't think about it. Don't think about why. If they don't want to know, they obviously don't want to know. And it's really sad, but just do things that don't let that be the only thing, like, oh, I wish I could say it make you happy. Do things that make you happy. Just do things with your kids. Spend time with them and just do you and carry on without them people. If they might come round in the end, fair enough, it's up to you if you want to let them. But if they don't, then sod 'em. Sod 'em, basically. You've got your kids will love you and you love your kids, and you just carry on. Set some goals for yourself, because you can do it. Whatever you want to do in life, basically your dreams, you can do it. If you really want to do it, you can do it. Even if you're thinking at the minute you can't. You can wait till your kids go to school. If you're on your own, you think, I can't do it yet. You can do home courses. Look into things. Go on YouTube. This is what I do. I look at Tony Robbins, motivational speakers. Go and look at everything that's like positivity things you can go and watch and read about. Or the book. Sorry, I'm just trying to find. This is a CD, but you can find the book. I've got the book as well. If I give it to someone, I need to get it back. The Secret. You need to learn how to change your mind into thinking and thinking positive about things, because, like I've said before, if you think negative about things and you're always thinking, oh God, why did they do this? Because I still think like that sometimes. I've got to snap out of it, because you only attract negative things, negative people that want to moan all the time and just bring you down and make you feel depressed. If you think positively, you'll attract positive things, positive people, and in the end, it's like, have that positive mindset, because they might come back if you're being positive. Something might happen. So I believe in if you put things out there, be positive and think that it's really going to happen. It will in the end. Might take time, but the thing that you actually want might come in a different way. Not the way you want it at first, but it will come round. I know I'm rambling. You probably don't understand what I'm saying, but it's called Law of Attraction. If you want to go and Google Law of Attraction. So I'm really rambling now, but I hope that you've understood what this video is about. Because I'm just saying, in life you go through shit, and some people have been through a bit of shit and some people have been through a lot of shit. But where you're in your deepest place of, like, some people get depressed, like feeling low, that thing that you think you'll never get out of. So a couple of, like, so many time after, it could be months, a year or something, you look back and think, you know what, when I was down about blah blah blah, actually it wasn't as bad as what I thought of, and I can't actually believe that happened then, and I actually got myself out of it. Because when you've gone down, you can't go down any further. There's nowhere to go. You've got to go up, and you will. And things that have happened with people and people have been nasty, karma will come back around, because karma does come back around. Believe it, because I've seen it, and I'm still seeing it now with certain things and people in my life. But if you think a certain way and you're mindful and you believe that your life's going to be, you only get them days, because it is life. We do get the days where it knocks us back down. You've got to get back up. You've got to think positive and just get on with your life and do your life. Don't bother what other people are doing, what other people are saying. If you don't want to be in your child's life or whatever that situation is that you want someone to be there, even friends, you've had a friend for ages and they've gone off with someone else, or you're thinking, why? Just leave them to it. Leave them to it. If you're a good person and you're doing a good job with your kids, or you're a good person, believe me, it'll all come round in the end. You might not think it now, but it definitely will all work itself out in the end, and you will see. So I don't know if anyone got what I was talking about then, but yeah, I hope that made sense. And I will try and have to explain The Secret, but go and get the book The Secret. I've got another book actually where you do experiments in it, and I did one, and it does work. But if anyone knows about that, but that's why I don't watch the news, because it gets me down. It's negative. I know I should know about things, but I just can't do them with negative people. You don't want to be around negative people, negative things. You need to go Googling stuff on YouTube and stuff about positivity, law of attraction, The Secret, watching documentaries, learning new things. Instead of sitting down watching telly all the time, Google stuff, learn new things, look at things that you want to do, boost yourself up. Look at things that you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I'd really love to be a makeup artist, blah, blah, blah. Go and look about doing it. Practice on things until maybe you can do a course or do something about it. There is courses about you can go to. I went and did eyelash extensions at the Hilton Hotel in Manchester. And they have little courses on. There's loads of things you can do, even if it's when you're thinking, I'll do this when the kids go back to when they go to nursery. Write it all down. That's what law of attraction is. Write it down that you are going to do it, and you are going to pass a course, and you will be doing this, and you will be doing that. Even if it's in a couple of years in your future, have a goal set out. You can do what you want. You can follow your dreams if you really believe in yourself. You don't need other people bringing you down. They don't want to be in your life. Leave it. You just get on with yours. Do the things that make you happy. And the saying is, and a job as well that you do enjoy. Do what you love and love what you do. So I'll see you soon. Bye.